I am so happy! No more bad blood, no more bad shows for me on Undisputed. Finally, it's over.
Man. So it's looking like things with Skip Bayless and FS1 Undisputed finally comes to an end. In today's video, we have a report from the New York Post revealing that Skip Bayless and Fox Sports cut ties. Let's get into this report in today's video. But before I highlight that, guys, remember 4 months ago, we talked about Skip Bayless numbers on FS1 Undisputed. You can see right here, it says Skip Bayless numbers records historically bad numbers, only 50,000 viewers, while ESPN First Take brought in 486,000. Skip Bayless Undisputed show had 50,000 viewers, ranking it lower in the TV charts than ESPN 2 re-airing of the show Get Up. That was a video I did 4 months ago. Keep in mind, FS1 Undisputed didn't get better after that. They went ahead and hired Rachel Nichols and Paul Pierce for basketball takes.
First 3 games, look at this nigga Key.
Meanwhile, guys, people have been highlighting that they should have been trying to go after Jayla Rose and Max Kellerman. Keep in mind, guys, Max Kellerman can also talk boxing, and I think Undisputed could have benefited having somebody like Max Kellerman over there talk boxing as well. But no, FS1 is too busy having takes like this with Keyshawn Johnson and Skip Bayless.
LeBron to Michael Jordan, but he doesn't jump like Michael. Michael's not dunking. In fact, I don't even remember if I've ever seen LeBron posterize somebody. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him. I've seen Jordan posterize people. I've seen Dominique. I've seen Kobe. I've seen Drexler. I posterize, meaning, I don't think I've ever even seen LeBron really he may have one
I think
or
he's
two.
annihilated people before. Just annihilated. I don't know if
Has
there's
he?
a
I don't know because I don't remember.
Even somebody like Skip Bayless, who was a harsh critic of LeBron James, had to defend LeBron James. That doesn't look good for ratings, especially Skip Bayless being known as one of the main guys that troll and critique LeBron James has to defend LeBron James in a wild take like that from Keyshawn Johnson. Michael Irvin really haven't been making too much noise over there like he did with ESPN. I think Michael Irvin's personality was utilized a lot better at ESPN, as you can see in clips like this.
I do want to hear what he has to say about Kyrie, so I'm going to give him the microphone for just a tad little bitty minute and hear what he has to say about Kyrie, and then shut him back up. Trust me, he knows this show today is all about we them boys. First Take is in the house.
We didn't get to see that kind of Michael Irvin on Fox Sports. Undisputed also failed hiring Lil Wayne as some type of special guest when Lil Wayne looks and sounds like this.
I mean, now, I'm gonna keep it real. If you ask me, man.
I am.
You ask me.
Real.
If the Lakers want to be a championship team, and the future as well.
Yes.
You gotta get rid of AD.
Woof. Got to get rid of AD.
Gotta get rid of AD
Because
he AD.
And we also got to keep in mind, guys, around the time when it was reported 4 months ago about FS1 numbers reaching historically low numbers, Richard Sherman had got himself in trouble with another DUI situation.
I used to speak to him a lot when he played. You know, we would touch base, and I was, offer insight about not his game, because I didn't play the cornerback position, but about how he should handle certain situations. And when he took the job at FS1, I talked to him occasionally about what to expect and how to prepare and how to become great. Because I said, I believe you want to be great just like you were when you played the cornerback position. So this is really tough for me. But what I don't understand is that Sherm has been in this situation before, and for him to allow himself to put himself back in harm's way. Right. Because you do realize this isn't about you. Because once you inebriated and you become behind the wheel, you bring everybody else that's on the road, you bring them to the equation.
Yes, sir.
Shannon Sharpe and Ocho reacted to Richard Sherman's DUI situation on Nightcap They talked about it as well. And that wasn't good press for FS1 Undisputed at the time, especially facing historically low numbers. With Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe, and Pat McAfee reaching lucrative deals with ESPN, I'm pretty sure Skip Bayless, the guy that they call the godfather of sports debate culture, knocked on Fox Sports' door looking for a bigger contract. Do you think Skip Bayless deserves a bigger contract, or do you think Fox Sports did the right thing pulling the plug on Skip Bayless? Because in this report right here, as you can see from the New York Post, it's saying that the Undisputed show is expected to continue. I think Fox Sports pulled the plug on Skip Bayless because they looked at his podcast numbers. As you can see, this is Skip Bayless' podcast. Nobody watches his podcast at the moment, and I feel like that hurts Skip Bayless right now because the new wave and how things are going, you have to negotiate with these companies now off of your podcast numbers and what you can bring to the table on your social media presence. Skip Bayless doesn't have a strong social media presence. He also doesn't have a lot of relationships with people as well. As you can see, look at Stephen A. Smith. He has a lot of interviews on his podcast. He started his podcast much later and surpassed Skip Bayless in numbers. Shannon Sharpe started a new podcast with Ocho Cinco called Nightcap, and he surpassed Skip Bayless within a couple of weeks starting that podcast. And then he also added Gilbert Arenas as well on that podcast to have basketball talk on his Nightcap podcast show. So Skip Bayless and his ego refused to stay up to date with current times. And now Skip Bayless, he is just old news, and he is now forced to retire. I don't see Skip Bayless going on his podcast full time and try to make that a thing, because right now it's not doing anything at the moment. So what's the next move for Skip Bayless? Is Skip Bayless going to be joining ESPN First Take with Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith? He could take a lowball offer and just use ESPN to get his name out there a little bit more. Or is he just going to retire because he is much older now, and maybe he's just going to focus on growing his own platform on his YouTube channel? So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about today's video about Skip Bayless. Do you think he's going to retire? Should he retire? I would love to hear your thoughts about it, guys. Smack that thumbs up button if you made this far in the video. And don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new to the channel. I appreciate your time, guys. And we out, guys. Peace.